Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Double X Studios' new show, In My Opinion. I'm your host, Max Sigavixi. Before I begin, I first want to say thank you very much to Edward Spinelli, who made this theme for this new show. Thank you very much, Edward. You've done a great job. Now for this show, I'm going to do my own little rants regarding video games, music, and other current topics, and I'm going to give out my own opinion of what I think about it. And today's episode is public transportation. Now, I am a college student. However, I am a commuter, and because of that, I have to use public transportation to get to and from my college. Thus, I am very familiar with the public transportation given out by SEPTA, as in the buses, the trains, and the trolleys. And whether you're on a bus to 69th Street or on a SEPTA train up to Norristown, you'll know that there will be some people you run into that is going to make your transportation feel a little bit awkward. It's not that public transportation is bad, it's actually really convenient for me. But there are instances where you have to know about public transportation, meaning you have to know when to act and when to not react. Here's a common thing when it comes to public transportation. A lot of people listen to the MP3 players. And as proper SEPTA etiquette, the person has to make sure that he or she doesn't have their music up way too loud so everyone around them hears it. However, they do it anyway. I've seen this happen lots of times. So, when you're in a situation where you have to find a seat and you end up sitting next to a person who has their headphones really loud or doesn't have their headphones at all and listening to music wide open, then what do? What you shouldn't do is tell them to turn down the music. That's the one thing you should not do. You don't know this person. You don't know whether he or she is dangerous or not. And so, this one person could take it in a wrong way if you ask them to turn their music down. So you either live with it and listen to your own music, or you just move to another seat. You also have to know that all different kinds of characters take the public transportation, like the SEPTA trains or buses. And when I say interesting characters, I mean really unique and perhaps odd characters. I have a story about interaction with this really interesting character, and it happened pretty recently. So I was on the SEPTA train, specifically the Marquardt-Frankford line, and as we were making all these stops to the other stations while we were moving to 69th Street, there's this one character that comes up, and he's just really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and call him really weird, because he had some blonde hair, short hair, that was all spiked up, and he had the leather jacket with the bands on it, and he was just had that kind of composure, like, yeah, what's up? To me, he almost looked like a blonde hair version of Wolverine, you know, minus the horrible scarf and beer belly. Anyway, this guy takes a seat on a near window, and there's another person who sits next to him. Nothing really happens until a few minutes later, where out of nowhere, he speaks his mind about how the SEPTA train smells. And he said, and I quote, "Ugh, it smells like ass in here." He didn't really say it that loud, he just said it really clearly so that I could hear him from over like 10 feet away. Anyway, after saying this statement, he out of nowhere takes out some body spray and starts spraying a crap load on himself. And it was really strong. I could smell it all the way from over where I was standing. And it was strong enough for the guy who was sitting next to him to get out of his seat and move near where I was. What I'm saying is that public transportation is convenient, but you have to be ready for the unexpected. But in my opinion, public transportation is really convenient, and even if you have to sit next to a little weirdo, I think it's still worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you have suggestions for my future shows of In My Opinion, then leave a comment down below on YouTube. This is Max Sigavixi, and I'll see you next time.